It's 7:52 in the morning, and I got my sugar rush, nigga. Come on, get out. Get the fuck out. Yeah, boy. Now, all this shit right here, I got issues, nigga. I got issues. All this will be done for the rest. Well, let's see, yeah. Got this right here. Bacon, egg, and cheese for the morning. This is like in the middle of the day. I might have me M&M's by 8 o'clock. At night, I might have this joint right here. No, about 6 o'clock. I might have this middle of the day. Now, grape heads and Mike and Ike's, once I eat one, you can't eat one. You just can't eat one. You got to eat all. Oh, you just don't understand me. Now, let's go get us a big, large syrup, coffee syrup. Yo, what up, man? Everything good? I got you, man. All right. Okay. And this is what I do every morning. And this is why my ass be pre-diabetic. Look at this shit. Look at this mother effer. Oh, man. Look at all the syrup and... Oh, man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Oh. All right. I'm guilty. All right, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. All right, let's make this video. Shut this shit up. I can't stand that fucking song. Oh, yeah. Back to diabetes. Oh, what a rush. Oh, this shit is good. Yeah. So, what I was saying yesterday, continuing today with this diabetes shit. So every time you suck on some of this damn bottle of syrup here, of coffee and sugar and whipped cream and this shit tastes good. And you get into a bagel. Listen, the bagel, if you want the bacon and egg and you don't want diabetes, just eat the bacon and egg without the bagel. It works, believe me. When I'm on my diet shit, it works. I don't need the bagel. But what happens is when you eat these candies and all this shit, your pancreas, yes, your pancreas release insulin, okay? And what happens is, every time you keep doing this, you keep putting your pancreas in practice to keep doing this over and over and over and over again. So, you know the rest. You know how that goes. You know, do your research on your pancreas and your insulin and the sugar and that shit. You do what you got to do to understand that shit. So, you know what? Let me finish eating my bagel and having yeah. I'm drinking all this shit. And I'm going to have my bagel. And then I'm going to fall asleep and get a couple hours sleep before I go to work. In the car. Yeah, I'm here already. But I'm going to take a little nap. Because I will get niggeritis after I eat that shit. And drink that shit. Yeah. I put all my candy. See? Yeah. Cheez-Its. What's that? Grape heads? Oh, I love them shits. Mike and Ike's. Shit. Here. Yep. And basically, I do this every day. In the fucking morning. Yep, I am guilty. And what is this? Labor Day week? Today's the 5th. Starting, I got an event to go to this weekend. Starting next week, I'm cutting all this shit out. But until then, oh, what a rush. Ooh, this shit feels good. Take one more sip for that. Oh, God. Bye.
Right now, I'm not in such a good attitude. You know, kind of irritable right now. But I'll still do this video because I think when I get a little irritable, I need to vent. So I'll use this topic to vent. Yeah. All right. Diabetes. What can I say about diabetes? Our black community suffers from diabetes. Our habits cause our diabetes. I'm the first to admit I am one of them. I went to the doctor. Well, I usually get my annual checkup. Every year is all right. Basically, you know, they give you a checkup. They check your blood. They check your urine. They check your, you know, all that shit for your job, whatever. But then I went and I took another test, and they said I was pre-diabetic. That means I'm on the edge of being diabetic. My father, he's diabetes. He has diabetes and shit. And, you know, it's in the family. Now, I'm pre-diabetic. That means I'm not diabetic yet. I mean, this is not the first time they told me this. And it went away and then it came back. Because my thing is, you know, I work out. I think that's one of the reasons why it comes and goes. You know, one minute they say I'm pre-diabetic, next minute I'm back to normal. It all depends on the workout, and not just the workout, but the cardio. You know what I'm saying? That's the big factor. It's the cardio, because I get to burn some of that shit off. But at the same time, man, you could be obese or you could be skinny. You're still gonna get diabetes. Okay, it doesn't discriminate. You're still gonna get diabetes, and the problem with it is that you can't teach a old dog new tricks. That's what they say. I'm an old dog, but I'm always trying to learn new tricks. Now, I completely got rid of sugar one time in my life. Let's say I did like about 4 months with no sugar. That means no bread, no candy, no soda. Yeah, none of that stuff. And I went from 200 pounds to 195, then I went from 195 to 185, then I went to 175 to 165 doing that. What, an hour of cardio a day with no sugar. I completely wiped it off. I lost a lot of fat. I just completely lost it. And the muscle, it was pretty much there, but the problem was that I was losing my strength. Because what happened when there's two fuel sources of energy. There's sugar and there's fat. Once you deplete all the sugar in your system, well, it switches. Your mind switches. Where are we going to find energy? It goes straight to fat. And it starts burning fat. Now, in that transition from sugar to fat, you get irritable. You know, you get withdrawals. You get these feelings like, oh man, I can't do this shit no more. It's just something that you gotta fight through. It's hard. But if you do a whole month without no sugar, stay away from the first. See, bread for me, it's horrible. I can eat a bagel with cream cheese or a bagel with a bacon and egg, and I will get fat. I'll just get fat. I'll eat 5 bagels Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll get fat. I'll put the weight on. That's automatically, especially at my age right now. I put on weight fast. Okay, so that's another story to get into. So what I'm trying to say is, the habits you have. This is the problem that a lot of these trainers are not going to tell you. Okay, but let's stick with the diabetes. I'm not going to go all over the place with this. I'm going to try to do these in sections, because a lot of people are not telling you what the real deal is. Okay, a lot of people is hiding it because they want to glorify this body. I work so hard in the gym. Okay, fine. Some people are blessed. Some people are blessed with it. All right, it's being predisposed. Some people are predisposed of cigarettes, and they can't smoke a lot of cigarettes. They end up smoking cigarettes. They gotta get their fucking fingers cut off or their foot cut off. Then you got some old motherfuckers like my father that can smoke cigarettes to God knows when and never have a problem. Okay? At the other door, a guy who's 90-something years old smoking cigarettes. I don't understand it, but that's what it is. You predisposed to certain things. Okay? What's good for me might not be good for you. That's it. And what's good for you might not be good for me. Okay? So that's why you see some of these guys with these metabolisms. You know, they so skinny when they're young, and as they get older, they still skinny. Well, it catches up with them because, yeah, their arms and legs are skinny, but then they got a belly. So what people don't understand is, no matter what, yeah, you get diabetic. You could be diabetic if you're a muscle-bound motherfucker. You could be a diabetic if you're a skinny man and a fat man. Okay, we got that covered. You know a whole lot about that, all right? Good. Done. Now, where is sugar stored? Since you know a whole lot of nothing, where is sugar stored? Okay. Wrong. Right. Wrong, right, and wrong. Okay. One place it's stored, it's in your liver. Yeah, in your liver. Second place, in your muscles. Third place, in your bloodstream. Now, this is the reason why you see these skinny old guys with big stomachs. Their metabolism slow down. Like I said, everybody's different. Okay, so you got some of these skinny guys that was young, and then you got these guys that get older and they still skinny, right? And they got a pot belly. So guess what? There's only 3 places it could be stored. Sugar could be stored in 3 places. Now, in your liver, you only have a certain amount of capacity storage for sugar, okay? And guess what? When you overflow the cup, let's say the cup, the liver, right? You overflow the cup, you know where the fuck it goes? It goes in your bloodstream. And guess what? If you have no muscles in your legs, your chest, your back, your arm, you can't store the sugar. And what happens to sugar when it goes into muscles? It turns into glycogen. Now, my teeth is fucked up. Like I said, if I'm fucking pronouncing it wrong, figure the shit out. Glycogen, okay? Sugar turns into glycogen in the muscle. So you got a lot of water in the muscle, a lot of glycogen in the muscle. So if you're eating bread, the sugar turns into glycogen. It's not glycogen, then sugar. No, it's sugar, and then it turns into glycogen in some aspects, okay? So now, let's say you have no muscle, but you're skinny and you have a pot belly. Well, guess what? You're still going to be diabetic because guess where it is? It overspilled in your liver. Your liver can only hold this much, right? Okay? Fucking drinking alcohol and all kind of shit. Your liver can only hold this much. So guess what? Where it goes? In your bloodstream. And then when you have your bloodstream, what happens? You go to the doctor and say your triglycerides are high. I'm one of those people that their triglycerides is high at one time. Right. So, this is some simple shit. This is some self-causing shit that we put upon ourselves as black people. Okay? We just love to eat that southern good shit, that fucking West Indian shit, you know, that fucking Spanish shit. We just like to eat shit. Okay? And this is the habits that we create. And you know why we create it? Because nature has a funny way of playing a trick on us to get old quickly and fast. Yes. Let me show you what I'm saying. Now let me tell you about nature, the way the world. I'm not a preacher and a teacher, as you can see. I can't put words together good. So just fucking bear with me. Just bear with me, because I'm trying to teach you shit. When I put shit on videos, most of the videos, I believe what the man say, and I understand some of the things they say. Some of them I don't agree, but then most of it I might agree on, and I want to share it. And when I share it, you look at it because you want to see what the fuck is in my head. Yeah, I know. You want to see what the fuck going on in my head. So, it goes both ways, okay? So just bear with me. If you don't want to bear with me, just turn the shit off. You know, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, this is the trick that nature plays on us. The body plays with us. When you're young, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. For the majority of people, when they hit 25, 26, shit start changing. Okay? Remember those days you can eat all the fucking food you want and you don't put no weight on. Okay? Those are certain people that could do that. Not all people. But there's majority of people that's young. They can eat as much shit they want and they'll never put no weight on. Okay? But guess what? You have a habit of being greedy and stuffing your fucking shoveling shit in your mouth because you're young and your metabolism is moving. You're hungry all the time. And then instead of having a little portion of the plate, because then you're young, you don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You want to eat until you get niggeritis. And that's the end of that. When you do that, those habits stay with you when you get older. Yeah, they stay with you as you get older. So now, you fucking 25, used to be 100 and something pounds. You stay like that for so many years, but when you hit 25, all of a sudden you put 2 or 3 pounds extra on. What the fuck happened? But you still look good, so it doesn't mean shit. You still look good, so it don't matter. That's the thing. It does not matter. So it doesn't matter. So you grow up with these same habits, but as you age, your metabolism slows down. You dumbasses. Yeah, I'm a dumbass too. I figured that shit out when I turned 38, 39. And I'm in the gym busting my ass all day doing the same shit or even more. And I'm gaining fucking weight in my midsection. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, come on. This is real life shit. A lot of these trainers don't want to tell you real life shit, okay? A lot of these doctors don't want to tell you the real story. Everybody just want to show a picture of their body looking good and shit, right? And making it look like they did it when you didn't do it. No. There's a fucking secret to it, and I'm going to fucking tell you what it is, okay? There's a fucking secret to it, and I'm going to tell you what it is as we go down the line, all right? So, like I said, everybody's different. Everybody's genetically made up differently. Okay? Everybody's genetically made up differently, and everybody's predisposed to everything differently. Alcohol, cigarettes, even breathing the fucking air that's contaminated. Your system might not be strong enough than my system, and you can still get sick. Okay? So I don't give a fuck what these people tell you about. Don't take this and don't take that. That's the Western trying to tell you, the Western hemisphere. The American is trying to scare you into not doing what you're supposed to do to help yourself, okay? When you get a new phone, what do? You upgrade it. Okay? Tell me how in my 30s, in that picture, I look like that, right? And I've been working out. Even then, I was working out 7 days. Because at that time, no, in my 20s, I was working out 7 days, because in my early 20s, I didn't have a job. So it's either I look for a job, and if I ain't looking for a job, I'm staying in the gym. I ain't in the streets. Fuck that. I ain't no street motherfucker, okay? I was in the gym, all right? I might stake in the street once in a while and shit like that, but I just knew the bullshit out there, and I wasn't with that bullshit, okay? So I stayed in the gym. When I wasn't getting to work, I stayed in the gym. And I created a habit that I didn't even know I was creating. You see what I'm saying? At that time, in my 20s, I was really skinny. I wanted to look big. You know, it was like I felt like I was lacking shit. So what I did was I went to the gym and I started working out and I started seeing results. I was like, oh shit! Then I got addicted to it. And then I used to do it because I wanted chicks to look at me. I was kind of vain. You know, at that age, you're doing things because of other reasons. Now, in my 30s, I had the muscles, but I didn't have the definition. You see what I'm saying? Most guys in that age, they have definition of muscle because that's the way they're genetically made up. But not everybody's it. You know, I could go through this whole shit all day. I don't want to. But there's 3 kind of body types. I'm not going to go through all the definitions of the body types, right? But when you work out and you complete yourself, you see some people can't get definition. Some people can get definition. And, you know, and diet plays a big role, but it's also body type. You know, it's just, that's what it is. That's all it is. But what I'm trying to say is your food and your metabolism and your age, the metabolism and the age is fooling you. to stick with your habit. Because the habit that you had in your teens and your 20s, the same eating habit, and you're looking in the mirror and shit ain't, and you still fit and you're looking good and shit, and you're doing your jigger shit, you know, you're doing all your bullshit, and you're not even thinking about getting fat, and that shit creeps up on you at 25, then great. You know the stereotype I used to hate, what women used to say when they were young? You know, there was girls, you know, when they're young, they got this nice little figure, you know the figure, little figure, and they got a little ass, but they want more ass. So you know what they go do? They go to fucking McDonald's and Burger King and eat a lot, you know, or chicken pills, where the fuck they eat, right? To get a big ass. But you know what comes with the big ass? The stomach. But see, when you're young, the stomach doesn't look as bad because the ass is so fucking fat. You see what I'm saying? But as you creep up in age, the stomach start getting bigger than the ass. If you're not genetically gifted, and even if you're genetically gifted, if you go overboard, that fucking ratio from stomach to ass start to meet up with each other, okay? And it's listen, ain't nobody perfect, but they telling you a lie in this Western hemisphere. They telling you a lie. America's telling you a lie. Doctors don't want you to know this shit, and trainers don't want you to know this shit. Because if trainers knew, listen, I would say 90% of trainers know this secret, but they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you, okay? Because I got to get paid. I've been in the gym all my life, okay? From my 20s, 30s, and 40s. It's like it's a habit to me. I don't think twice of not going to the gym. Yeah, some days I might feel no ambition, but I'll let maybe 2 weeks go by and I'm back in the gym because I feel incomplete. Majority of people that don't go in the gym, they don't feel that way. They feel like they're going through torture, okay? And I understand that. You're not built for that shit because you didn't create that habit when you was younger, okay? That's what it is. That's all it is. It's hard to teach an old nigga new tricks, and that's what it is. If you ain't been doing this shit when you was younger, it's harder to do it when you older. That's just the fucking fact, okay? There's some exceptions, but that exception doesn't overflow the majority of the bullshit that's going on out here. I'm fucking pissing irritable right now, but I'm just going to keep it on this right now, okay? So bear with me. So when I say diabetic, doesn't matter what you look like, you still could be pre-diabetic. Listen, my weakness is M&M's, peanut butter M&M's, Reese's Buttercup, gummy bears, grape heads. Oh my God, I love me some fucking grape heads, okay? Now, and every day, and a big fucking caramel mocha hazelnut latte. Okay, can you imagine I buy that shit every day to eat? I do. I buy that shit every day. My stomach is still slim, okay, because I work out. But besides working out, there's other things you need to learn to do, okay? Because remember, the more you work out and your age goes higher, it's still harder to lose that weight. It is what it is. But if you have ambition to go in the gym and you working your ass off and you're not seeing results, yo, it's like banging your fucking head against the wall. It's fucking annoying. And I've been there when I was in my 38 and 39. But when I turned 40, that shit came to a stop. To a fucking stop. Because all those years, 37, 38, and 9, I did my fucking research. And I didn't give a fuck what America said. Okay? But you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So as far as telling you what to do, all you're going to fucking do is listen to your critical factor in your fucking head. And as soon as I open my mouth and say do this and do that, you're not rationalizing what I'm fucking telling you. You know what you're going to do? You're going to be like, I'm going to criticize that. No. I'm going to criticize that. Well, guess what? Criticize until your ass flare out from hemorrhoids. I don't give a fuck. But guess what? It works for me. And I'm not one of those motherfuckers that's not going to tell you what the real deal is. These trainers ain't going to tell you because they got to get paid. And the doctors ain't going to tell you because they got to get paid. Okay? So, the sugar, I am guilty of eating a lot of sugar. I can't help it. I could help it, okay? Because I did help it at one time. At one time, like I said, I did an experiment on myself, and I said, fuck it, no sugar. I went 4 months without sugar. I lost so much weight, almost lost a significant amount of muscle too. Yeah. But I wasn't caring about the muscle because I knew that I had the ambition to grow the muscle back. But I went so far where I lost so much muscle that, you know, I think I went down to probably 8% body fat. But you know what? I don't think I lost enough muscle because I think that was just water. Yeah, how you doing, hon? I just think it was just water. You know what I'm saying? Water and the glycogen that was in my arm. All that fucking sugar made my arms and all the water and all that shit. So I think that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And since I depleted all the sugar out of my system, all I had was fat. And Lord have mercy, when you burn fat for energy, yo, it's the best fucking feeling. You just gotta get over that hump. But when you burn fat for energy, man, whew, it's a whole different fuel system than sugar. A whole different fuel system, man. And a lot of people not even touch their fat storage yet. They think they are. They be doing cardio and shit, and all they be doing is losing water. And then they get on the scale, and they be like, "Oh shit, I lost weight." Yeah, you ain't lose shit, nigga. You lost water. Okay, you just lost water. You ain't lose shit. Okay. And then another problem is about getting on the scale. Well, anyway, well, I'll say that for another day. But I'm doing this weight thing because I know there's a lot of people that have been asking me about losing weight, and this has been going on for the longest, right? When people see me in the street, or people I know, or people that talk to me and ask me how I do this and how I do that. And you know, I try. You know, it's like banging your head against the wall again when you try to tell people what to do, and then they look at you like with a dumb fucking look on their face, like that ain't gonna work. Motherfucker, look at me. It's working on me. At least try it. You know, I'm fucking, like I said, I'm fucking irritable today. So what this shit is, 22 minutes long? I'm cutting it short. And we talked about diabetes and that, you know, you could lose weight significantly if you have the ambition, if you have the determination. All you have to do is stop with the sugar. Listen, if you're a person that's in the gym working out, and I see people in the gym, they big, you know, they working out, and they hard working, yo. They come dedicated every day. Now, they might lose, they will lose a significant weight. Yeah, they will lose. But then, if they stop a week or two, they back to normal, and it's not because they just eat bad. It is because of that, but it's because of their age too. Nigga, you're not in your 15, you're not in your 20s where you could burn shit off in 1 month and you snap back. And you gotta understand that. You have to, and I would tell you a significant part of it, but then you gotta do your own fucking research. Okay? And watch what research you listen to, because doctors is not gonna tell you the real deal. You got to go to certain doctors to tell you the real deal. Okay? So, believe me, yo. I know it's hard going to the gym. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. You can go to the gym, right? You can go to the gym, get on a cardio machine, burn 900 calories, 800 calories. Right? Makes sense, right? An hour. Some people fucking die doing 10 minutes. I could do an hour. I could do 2 hours at the most. Right? If I wanted to do cardio like that, right? You go burn off 800 calories, then you take your ass to Burger King, you get yourself a large fries, a Big Mac, and a big fucking soda with shit on the side. That's already 1,500 calories. You just wasted fucking time in the gym. What the fuck you went to the gym for? See? Same thing. You go home, you cook a big fucking pile of rice. You fucking pile the plate up for fucking mountain, like you trying to eat for the whole week because you fucking have these bad habits from when you was young, eating thinking it was so fucking funny eating like that. Bro, we are not worthy. I'm telling you right now. I am not worthy. You are not worthy. And let me give you the example right here. I know that if I did 4 weeks of no sugar, I know the results. I won't be pre-diabetic. I know. But knowing don't mean shit if you ain't doing it. See? So I'm even a victim to the bullshit. Okay? So I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm not. Listen. What you eat, I don't shit. And it goes vice versa. It is what it is. But you have to understand something. Sugar's enemy. We all genetically made differently. And exercise is the key. Exercise. And be careful about trying to lose weight. Okay? And exercising. But that's a whole different thing we'll get into. Alright, nigga, I'm out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Empty. Empty. That was some good ass. Woo, man. So I already had my bagel, right? And I had my Dunkin' Donuts coffee, latte, macchiato. I feel good, you know. I took a little nap. It's like around 11 o'clock a.m. I start work at 12, but I'm here already, so I'm just chilling, talking to y'all. And, you know, I was reading a thing about kids, and now even kids are diabetic. You know, back in the days, you know, you go outside, you play football, you play basketball, stickball, tag, you know, freeze tag. Back in the days, my time, that's all I did when I was out in the streets. That's all I did. When I was out there in the streets, chilling with my friends at night, all we did was cause mischief, of course, doing stupid shit, and just running around, active. But now, I read an article about these young kids. They would sit and play video games, Fortnite, whatever, and they would eat, and then they'll go to the doctor, and they say they pre-diabetic. So this diabetes shit, you know, it's proof right there that if you're not active, okay, you will get it. Your body needs to move. The blood needs to flow, okay? You gotta let it flow. Out of all the exercises, I'm gonna tell you right now, all the exercises, I will put cardio first, calisthenics second, and weight training third. And I want to get to this point, you know, because it's leading into the exercise point. But when you exercise, you have to shock your body all the time. You can't do all three at one time. Don't let nobody fool you with that shit, okay? You can't do all three at the same time. You need to keep shocking your body. Let your body get accustomed to one thing, especially if you're 30 pounds overweight or 20 pounds overweight. Start with some cardio. Cardio is the best thing. And another thing is fasting. You have to fast. Fasting is the key, okay, to get rid of this diabetes shit. Yo, after this week, I got one more day of this shit and my goodies and shit, and I'm focused. Monday, I'm on that shit, okay? And I'll show you what I'm going to be taking in the morning and how, you know, how I'm going to start drinking certain things, because you can't just go cold turkey and say I'm not going to do no sugar, because you just shocked your body. And what's going to happen is you're going to get withdrawals, you're going to get cranky, and I get cranky very quickly. You know, I get cranky very quickly. So you don't want to go through all that. You want to tame yourself down. You want to lower shit down. So instead of giving me this big shit right here, what I'll do, I'll probably get a coffee, a medium coffee, and then I'll go down to small. But a coffee with no milk, no almond milk. I mean, almond milk is good, but I'm talking about none of that shit, no dairy. I get black coffee, my teeth gonna get yellow. I understand that. I gotta get this teeth fixed this month, so I'll go there and get my teeth whitened, whatever. But I would limit shit slowly. Instead of buying a Reese's Pieces, a Cheez-It, and an M&M's, I might just buy the Cheez-It. Okay? Instead of buying 4 packs of fucking grape heads, I'll buy 2 packs. And this is how you lower yourself down so your body can get adjusted. But you thinking you're going to just go cold turkey, say, fuck everything, I'm not going to eat it. Monday, I'm going to do this shit the right way. No, it ain't going to work that way. The body is a fucking crazy mechanism that you got to, it's something with the mind and the body. You have to tamper yourself down. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. So the first week, yeah, I'm going to still be on sugar, but I'm training myself to have less sugar. You see where I'm coming from? You understand? So that's how you do it. If you eat a pile of rice, take half that shit off. See what I'm saying? If you eat a lot of fucking carbs, stop your portion. So now your body get accustomed to a certain portion of food that you eat. Okay? That's all I'm saying. This is the way you do it. Okay? I'm tired, and then I'm thinking about the food, and I'm thinking of it in a negative way. Like I just drank this. During the day, I'll be thinking all day, I hate that fucking thing. I hate drinking that shit. And I would psych myself out. I would psych myself out. So by the time Monday come, I'll be like, okay, I want a black coffee with no sugar. Okay? And another thing I don't like that I hear about is this fucking taste bud shit. Oh, I don't want that because it tastes nasty. What, you fucking 5 years old? Listen, certain things you're not going to like, but your taste bud is saliva, your tongue. You push yourself to eat certain things, your body will get accustomed to it, okay? Even if you can't eat half of something, eat a little bit of something. Your taste buds will get accustomed to the taste of it, okay? It's this shake that I drink in the morning. I hate the way it tastes. But after a week or 2 weeks of it, I start getting, it's a green shake. Once I start doing that on Monday, I haven't done it for a while. Of course, it's gonna the enhanced taste of it is horrible. But as I go down the line, I can scoop that shit in my mouth like nothing. After a while, but you got to give yourself a. You just can't say, I don't like it, and then that's it. That's the title of your story. I don't like it because it don't taste good. Oh, you fucking simple. You simple. You gotta have some kind of ambition in your life. It is what it is. So when you start doing the sugar, just tamper off slowly and stick with it. Don't eat a pile of rice today and then tomorrow you take half off and then you go back and put another pile of rice because you forgot. And the other thing is, it's the people around you. It's the people around you. Your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they want to eat all fucked up and they want to, I got me a big goat and big rice and I'm looking good and I'm eating all the food and what are you eating? You ain't eating enough. And all this shit to make you feel some kind of way. You know, you're there watching the game, drinking a lot of beer, a lot of liquor. You trying to do something right. The other person say, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't drinking a sufficient amount of... Yo, sometimes you got to stand on your own, yo, with this shit. Okay? You know, your favorite football game, your favorite boxing game. Sometimes when that liquor, and it's liquor is sugar. Okay? Beer is sugar. All that shit. You gotta cut it down. Cut it down. Either take a shot to get your head fucked up instead of fucking drinking 10 beers just to get fucked up. Because you drinking beer, you're just gonna get a bloated gut. Listen, I'm letting you know right now. I'm focused Monday. Okay? Focus. No more of this shit. Okay? I'll limit this shit. And by the second week, I should be not on this shit no more. Or maybe the third week. But it'll be very limited. This bag won't be like this. It'll be a little bag. Okay? And then as that point come, I will start fasting. See, now it'll be easier for me to fast once I tamper down. It'll be easier for me to fast. That's what I'm saying. And once I start fasting, I'll get up in the morning, right? I'll drink my green shake with water. So I'm just tasting the greens. With water. Then I go straight to the gym and I'll get on the cardio machine. I get on the running machine for an hour, right? Let my body feed off itself. You understand? That's the whole key. Let your body feed off yourself. You got enough fat on your ass to last fucking months, maybe a year. Let your body feed off yourself. And the best cardio machine out there that I'm sure everybody can get a machine when they go. I don't care how crowded the fucking gym is. You will get a step machine. Okay, you know the steps that come down? Oh, nobody loves those machines. See, that's when you know niggas are half-stepping. They don't want to get on that machine. I'll be on the running machine for an hour and then get on the fucking step machine for an hour. That's 2 hours. I must be burning more than 1,000. More than 1,000, okay, calories. So what I'm going to do, going to go to fucking Burger King, get me a Big Mac? No. With that running right there, even with 30 minutes, your metabolism is raised already. You raised it. Not permanently, but temporarily. For maybe half a day. You already raised it. So let it burn off what the fuck you got in your system. That's all you gotta do. You fast. Fasting is the same thing as it's the food. Okay, you're so used to eating food at 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Instead of eating the food at 8 o'clock in the morning, eat it at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then push it to 12 o'clock. Then push it to 1 o'clock. So now you went to sleep at night. You got up. Now you're at the point where you got up. You don't eat anything. All the way to 12 o'clock. You know how many hours of that you fast already? That includes the sleep. You didn't eat nothing. And then, now if you work late at night, and you stay up all night because that's the kind of job you have, you just got to do it a different kind of way. But you got to figure this shit out, bro. And gals, you got to figure it out. But fasting is the key. Working out while you're fasting is the key. When you're trying to go cold turkey, it's not going to work. I'm spitting all over the fucking place. Try to limit your sugar. If you're going to drink, if you're a coffee head, remember those are stimulants. They're good, but they're not that good. Okay, you can't stimulate all the time. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, you put it together, you're right. If you overdo anything, it's not going to work. Okay? Simple as that. All right. Ah, damn sweat. Ah. All right, fasting. Fasting has its positives and negatives. How can I explain fasting? It's going to come to a point when you fast, you're going to lose weight. But there's going to be a time when you fast and you won't lose weight. What happens is your body goes into fight or fright. It goes into a stage where when you starve yourself, you know what your body tells itself to do? It tells your body to whore weight. I mean, it tells your body, well, he's starving. Something must be wrong around his surroundings. He's not eating. So you know what the body's saying to itself? Let's hold on to this fat. So you could be fasting and still not losing sufficient. You see, your body will go in this kind of mode. You're like, nah, man. Survival mode. That's what it's called, survival mode. Your body be like, damn, this nigga's not eating. He's fasting. Let my body, the body will say, no, we're not letting go in this fight. It's like a tug of war. So when you're fasting, the best thing to do, remember I was talking about stimulants? This is how you release, you push the survival mode to release the fat. Because the body is just trying to survive. That's all it is. It's trying to survive. And if you're not eating, the body's going to say, okay, we're not going to release this fat. We're going to try to hold on to it so he can live longer. And you can't help it. That's how we was made up. That's how the body is. It's either fight or flight. One of the two. Okay? Or survive. And that's what the body's trying to do. He's like, you could be stuck anywhere. The body doesn't know that you're trying to do something. All it knows is that you're not eating. So it's going to try to whore the fat. It's going to try to save it. So in order for you to release it, you have to take stimulants. Okay? Stimulant number one, coffee. There's nothing wrong with coffee. But don't overdo it. Okay? It's a time to take coffee. Okay, you're fasting. You're walking around the track, or you in the gym. Drink some coffee before you get in there. This would raise your metabolism. The key thing is the metabolism. Fine. You go to vitamin shop. You look for the right stimulant. Okay, you might go through a whole bunch of products and you be like, oh God, I don't like this one. This makes my heart palpitate too fast. Okay, that doesn't mean it's the end of the story. Okay, that just means that stimulant wasn't good for you. It wasn't good for you because it made your heart beat too fast and you were sensitive, predisposed to it. Okay, so then you look for another one. Okay, with herbs or something that would stimulate to boost. You just need, look, basically you just need something to boost your stimulate your metabolism while you're working out, while you're fasting. Because if you don't get these stimulants, your body, it's gonna stop you from losing weight. That's why people be like, God damn, I'm doing all this shit. You know, I'm fasting. Yo, the body is a fucking difficult. I'm telling you. That's why it's a science to this. And I'm trying to tell you the science in order for you to understand it. So, stimulants are good, but they're not that good, okay? You don't want to steal stimulants because you can get addicted to stimulants, okay? And also, you don't want your heart racing all day, okay? You're just doing it to push your body to let go of the fat. That's it. Especially if you fast and you're not eating. Because your body's going to tell you, we're not getting rid of this fat. Because this fat going to make you survive for the next couple of days. So we're going to hold on to it. So to get over that survival mode, you have to have a stimulant. Okay? Now, you could get a weak stimulant. Just as long as it's a fucking stimulant. A stimulant. Alright? Now, I have this doctor that I listen to. Alright? Yes, maybe 10 years. I used to listen to him when and he's a good, this guy here, he could break down the science right off the bat. Simple, no problems. He's going to tell you what to do and what not to do and when to do it. That's the whole thing about the science of the body. When to do it and when not to do it. And I'm going to break it down and I'm going to let you listen to some of it. Now, if you have a short attention span, I understand that this generation has a short attention span. They don't listen, okay? So I'm going to try to piece it where you only get probably 5 minutes. If 5 minutes is okay with you, 5 minutes before you start going in la la land and not listening anymore. You know when a lot of people don't think fasting works. But I got proof and facts. Proof and facts always say fuck your opinion. That's it. You ever seen that show Survival? You know Survival? When they put the man and the woman naked in the jungle, in the Panama jungle, in the Guyanese jungle, in Trinidad jungle, and they put them there, and they got to learn how to build a fire, and they gotta catch food, and they got to build a hut, and they got to build all this shit. Okay, 21 days. What happens in 21 days? At the end of 21 days, okay? Well, before the 21 days, it's so hard to find food and hunt for food if you're not used to doing it. Okay? Yeah, on the island you got coconuts, essential fat. Not a problem. That's fat. Essential fats. Coconut water. Okay, fine. Protein. Fish. You gotta listen. Insects. Protein. You're not gonna eat no insects? Oh, I bet your bottom dollar your ass will eat an insect. You'll roast that motherfucking eat it. Right? But the whole story around is that it's hard to get food. You're not eating a sufficient amount of calories that you used to eating, you Yankee Doodle Dandy Western American asshole, okay? Such as myself, okay? So, you're not eating all that. So let's say 21 days go by, they made it, they didn't quit. And when I used to watch that show, most of the time the men will quit and the women won't. I tell you, there's some funny shit on that, but at the end of it, they'll put the man here and say, this man used to weigh so much, and then he lost 20, 30 pounds. And they put the woman, and they show the woman what she looked like, and then what she looked like after 21 days. It's so fucking amazing. Okay? So that's my proof to you that what I'm saying about fasting is true. Okay? But you got to listen to me. You got to listen. Okay? I'm not going to steer you all, because this is just the beginning. We're doing this weight set. We're going to do this weight and this exercise and the secret at the end so you can understand how to lose weight. Now, whatever you want to do with all this information, you want to roll it up and throw it in the garbage, fine, it's whatever. But don't say I never told you, okay? So now, when you see Survival on Guyana Island or Panama Island, and you see these people all fat and shit, and then they come out all skinny, yeah, that's because they're not eating enough sufficient calories. They survive it. What was it? The doctor said, you could survive without food, but you can't survive without water. Okay? Your body can survive off of fat for a long time. So now imagine 21 days, bro. 21 days. Your body's feeding off itself. And usually the man loses more weight than the woman because that's natural. Because women, they have to have labor. They have to bear labor, so they have to have a sufficient amount of fat. So some women think that, oh man, I can't get rid of this 15, I can't get rid of this 20 pounds, or I can't get rid of this 10 pounds. Well, your genetics, you have to know from what you was looked at when you was in your 20s to your 30s to 40s to figure out what is sufficient fat that you need to get rid of, and what fat that you know that you're not going to get off, you're not going to get rid of, because God put that certain amount of fat there for labor and certain things like that. Men, as men, we don't need all that fat because we hunters. We have to go out and hunt, okay? We don't need all that baggage to fucking hunt. We're supposed to be built and slim, okay? Sufficient amount of muscle ratio to the sufficient amount of fat. We don't supposed to have all that fat. We have to go hunt and get the meat and bring it back, okay, to the hunt. So this is nothing new, okay?